Hi everyone, and today we're going to be doing an update for our sack gown. As you know, I'm using new fabric. If you don't know about the sack gown that I did a couple of years back, there is a video somewhere on my channel. So anyway, I am redoing it with this beautiful Asian silk. So here is the adventure. Hello everyone, this is Century Countess. What you're looking at is the recent order of the fabric that I used to make the stomacher for the sack dress. It came in today. Well, not today. It came in yesterday. I wasn't at home. As I said, if I said anything at all on my Instagram, it's sold by half a yard, so a quantity of 2 is a yard, and this is basically their yard. Let me see if I can get a better angle. So yeah, ignore the pink thing in the background, that's just my charger. So this is what we have to work with to make the outer lining for the front, and well, not the back, but yeah, the front. We have plenty for the front, and plenty for the straps maybe. I looked through my scraps, and there is one piece that could be used for one of the straps, and then hopefully there's enough salvage for the other strap. I'm going to look into the drawer later for more scraps if there's any. If not, we'll get the scrap for the next strap from this. Hopefully there is enough for 2 sleeves. I ordered a pattern, create a simplicity pattern that was published by American Duchess. It's the same pattern from one of their books that they published about 18th century costuming. I'm not good with graphing a pattern from a graph design, so I thought I could just order the pattern, the largest that they have, and then just alter it that way. So that's what I'm going to do. And I can't wait to get started on this project. This is going to be a very long project. How this project is going to start, I don't know. How long it's going to be, I don't know. If I'm going to do it in one whole video, which will be one full episode, but the process of making it will be basically a month to a year. And then this is what like I said, this is what I have so far. As you can see, the stomacher, and then with a very interesting display of a wig and a necklace to go with it. So this is going to be a very unique design. It's going to be a very unique sack dress, but I will say this, it's going to be very exotic, as you can see from the fabric. I mean, like this, for example. I mean, look at the detail of the embroidery. So yeah, I'm excited. I hope you all will be excited, and I can't wait to get started. This is what we have done so far. In day one of working on our sacque dress, we got the side fronts done. The side fronts. As you could see, we sewed the two pieces of fabric together and ironed them flat after we pulled them from inside out to right side out. This is how much we have left of our fabric. I believe the pattern's coming tomorrow. I don't know for sure, and as you can see, I went ahead and put some pins in to not only secure the folds so they're even. Areas that are a little bit uneven like this is a little bit larger than the other side. I made a mark so I know where to border. And the best part about this fabric, you can basically do it vertical, you can do it horizontal, and the pattern will be the same. That's another reason why I like this fabric. If you have one side that's a little bit longer than the other, you can cut it out either way because it won't be too noticeable, because it's basically the same pattern on and on. I mean, like this right here, I think this was done vertical, and then I'm going to show you a flower that's similar. So this is one flower that's similar, and then this is the same flower. You can't even notice the difference. It's the same. It's the same flower. Just one bit on one side of fabric that was done vertically and the other one that was done horizontally. So here's it in full view. So I'm gonna go to bed now, and we'll do a little bit of round 2 tomorrow. Okay, it's the very next day. I cut, like I said last night, I cut the sleeve, and then this morning I sewn in the lining, formerly the practice sleeve cutout. I used what I had left of my second round of fabric that I ordered, that came in a few days ago, and managed to make the sleeves and, like I said, the fronts of the dress. We have a strap here, and I've already sewn the inseam to the inseam strap, and I already started sewing a little bit of the sleeve. I can't sew it all the way because I'm going to need to recut out the back piece later for basically the droopy cape part back piece for the sacque dress, and I'll need these pattern strips in order to alter the pattern from the Simplicity American Duchess pattern that I got. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish sewing what I can of this sleeve to the side front, not the back. Then, like I've seen in the books and the other tutorials, I'm going to flip this strap over, tuck it in, and then do an invisible stitch, and then do probably a base stitch first, and then maybe fold that over and then stitch, or I'll try to fold it in, fold it over. If it ends up becoming a base stitch, that's fine, because this is going to be covered with trim, and no one's not going to see that, so let me... There. So that's what we have so far. It's coming along. It's really coming along. I just hope when we do our first fitting it wasn't all for nothing, you know what I mean? So we have everything basted together, sewn together, except for the back. There is one blooper, unfortunately. It's this little bubble here. I call it a little bubble. I would fix that, but I'm afraid to, because as you know, this fabric is very sensitive. And if you don't know how sensitive, let me show you. So this is the excess. I actually had to super base this down and then put a little bit of this stiffener glue on here to keep it from fraying any further. But it's like very lightly. I'm not even going to demonstrate, but this, I mean, just one light pull, and this is as much fraying as you get from one light pull. So, this is what we have. We're probably gonna work on the other side either tomorrow or oh yeah, probably tomorrow or later tonight. I will try to do a video clip of the other sleeve being worked on, since I forgot to videotape this action for this sleeve. So I hope you enjoyed it, and then we will show you the next bit. So this is the next step. I've laid the front part upside down from the fabric, and now I'm just going to lay the seam on. And just to let you know, this is the sleeve. I'm just going to line it up as best as I can. And then from there, I'm just going to take my regular needle and thread, and I'm going to just do a couple of whip stitches. And that's about it. Just basically some whip stitches. Well, no, not whip stitches, my bad. Some basting stitches to kind of keep it in place before we attach it to the other side of the bodice. Next thing I'm going to do is take this pen, and I'm just going to trace out, hold on, trace out the strap to the other side of the bodice. And with my handy dandy scissors, I'm going to just cut it out, leaving just a little room for modesty. Now with fabric like this, they say that for easier cutting, you should take a lighter and heat up your scissors. So give me a moment. Let's see if I have my craft lighter. We're gonna solve that right now. So we're just going to heat up our scissors. Okay, now let's see. And it actually cuts a little nicer. It cuts a little bit better. I need to remember to try this often. Of course, you have to use it. Okay. You have to use it you have to, well, not use it, you have to light it up a little often. That's fine. So here is the strap for our dress. So hopefully that will be enough, and there is a little bit of excess, but that's fine. That will probably be part of the stitching part, so it will shrink possibly, I hope. Well, actually no, this is the part that will be covered with the trimming. This is basically where the neckline is. This is part of the neckline, and then this is the shoulder, where the shoulder arm goes. So yeah, so we got that done, so let's go on to the next step, shall we? So real quick, I just wanted to show you how sensitive this fabric is. I mean, here's a nice design here, and I'm just very lightly, I'm not even gripping it, and it's coming off the little pieces, as you can see. I don't know, let's see, can you see that? There it is. And then, like literally, and then if I were to stitch it or something, you know, as you can see, this starts to come off quite easily. So you have to be very careful. I mean, one mistake, and you have to either risk damaging the fabric, etc. And here's why you plan your projects ahead, because sometimes you get a little helper who wants to come up and help. Isn't that right, Miss Josette? Yeah. She's come to help, and she's even made herself a spot on our work table. And here it is. The front part is fully completed. It looks a little lopsided because it is made to be a little bit bigger than my mannequin. I'll just need to order more fabric to add the little ruffly flouncy sleeve parts. And then, like I said, a lot of fabric will come next to do the skirt pieces, and the huge larger piece that's going to be even more expensive, that's going to take like maybe 3 months to fully get, because it's like I said, since it's half a yard, the full, and they only give you an allowed quantity of 6 or 7, so ordering maybe 6 or 7 yards comes up to like 70 or 80 or 70 or 60 something. And so I have to order, when it comes to that back piece, which I'm going to try to do at the very last bit, will be about 3 months, maybe more. And even though I might get one piece, I can't touch it just yet. So that's going to be a while. Who knows, I might even do that first, but that will happen probably in February. I don't know. I have to calculate my budget for this year. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed part 1 of this video, and I look forward to seeing you in part 2. Have a great day. Bye-bye.